We're just testing the feed for a few seconds, and then we're going to start.
Let me check out on Facebook.
All right, we are very much live from PI Facebook page.
Great.
And hello, everybody. This is Junaid Abdul Samad. I'm a senior counselor for PI International Education, and we are coming in live today for this PI live counseling session. And we have today with us Mr. Mohammad Hamza. He's joining us live. He's a regional representative of Asia Pacific University. Hello and welcome, Mr. Hamza.
Hi, guys. Hi, Pi, and hi, viewers. This is Hamza, the regional representative, as Mr. Junaid stated. So I'll pass it back to him.
So, Hamza, why choose Malaysia? Let's begin with the country. Why is Malaysia such an attractive place for grad and undergrad students?
To be honest, I'm going to go firstly with the university, so how it reflects with the country and everything. So Asia Pacific University is located in Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia. See, now Kuala Lumpur is a very vibrant city. It has different people from different cultures. So it's very diverse in terms of culture. So when it comes to students, they come to a new background, new environment. It really takes time. And compared to other countries, Malaysia is much more feasible in terms of getting comfortable around with the stuffs. And if you think about it, Bangladeshi students specifically, I mean, the lifestyle and everything is almost similar. You look at food, you look at lifestyle, you look at roaming around, you look at the driving side, it's on the right side. So everything is it's pretty much the same. And Malaysia is a fast-growing country. I mean, we probably haven't heard the name 30, 40 years ago, but I mean, look at it right now. So Malaysia is coming up. Besides that, Malaysia is also home to a lot of universities. Also us, we're a pure Malaysian university. We started back in 1993 as a public university or institute, I could say. And eventually we became a fully fledged university. And then right now we're quite renowned in Malaysia as well as certain parts of Asia as well. When it comes to APU, people straight away know it's Asia Pacific University.
I would also like to thank you, Hamza. I would also like to introduce our senior most counselor, Ms. Suhaili Farzana. Hello, Ms. Farzana. How are you?
Hi there. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Thanks, Ms. Farzana. So before we get back into the details of APU's programs and everything, I would just like to add a few comments, regarding the PI's online counseling that we are doing right now. What kind of services PI is providing its students?
All right. So right now আমরা সবাই জানি যে due to this COVID-19 আমাদের তো আসলে বাসা থেকে বের হওয়ার কোনো উপায় নাই, but still since we are taking it as a free counseling service, because আমরা অন্য সময়তেও যখন অফিশিয়ালি আমরা জব করি we are not charging anything from our students. So আমরা আমাদের রেগুলার যেটা অ্যাক্টিভিটিস সেটাই করছি. We are offering all the courses online. আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটিগুলোর অ্যাপ্লিকেশন প্রসেস, ভিসা প্রসেসিং, everything we are conducting online for our students. Yes.
Excellent. So right back to you, Hamza. The next question is the popular programs at APU right now.
Right now, to be honest, we have programs starting from O levels. So students, when they complete O levels, they can straight away enroll into a foundation program, diploma, as well as certificate. Depends on what do they exactly qualify for. Then after foundation would be diploma, then certificate, then bachelor's degree, honors degree. And we're quite renowned for computer science, IT programs, technically in the field of technology and as well as innovation, because that's what the name goes, Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation. We also have engineering programs, accounting, business management, so on and so forth. And going up to, we also have masters and proceeding further with PhD. So you could actually say we're from cradle to grave all at APU.
So it's a very comprehensive university with all sort of programs and all sort of study options.
Agreed.
Amazing. So what are the intake dates available right now?
The intake dates available right now would be for foundation, it's on May, followed by June, then September and November. Also the same for certificate and diploma. For bachelor's degree, it's a bit different. It starts on 2nd June. This intake was supposed to be on May. However, it got postponed due to the current situation of COVID. We are also considering the new student situations. We're pushing the date based on the scenario. We also have September intake and November intakes for masters. And for postgraduates such as PhD, we don't really have a specific intake date. Students can enroll whenever they think it's feasible.
That's really good. So, all right. So that was so nice to know about it. So, on behalf of the student, আমি আপনাকে একটা প্রশ্ন করতে চাচ্ছি। সেটা হচ্ছে আমার বেশিরভাগ স্টুডেন্টই যাদেরকে আমরা হ্যান্ডেল করি না কেন, তো আপনি আমাকে স্টুডেন্ট হিসেবে ট্রিট করেন এখন, বিকজ আমি আমার স্টুডেন্টের রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ হয়ে আপনাকে জিজ্ঞেস করছি। সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা সবাই জানি যে মালয়েশিয়া হচ্ছে আমাদের এশিয়ান একটা কান্ট্রি। আর আমাদের এখানে প্রথম কিছু জিনিস আমাদের স্টুডেন্টের মাথায় আসে, সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা যখন নাকি দেশের বাইরে যাব, তো আমাদের কস্ট অনেক বড় একটা ব্যাপার। তো আপনার যে ইউনিভার্সিটিটা মানে এশিয়া প্যাসিফিক ইউনিভার্সিটি, উই আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ইটস এ ভেরি গুড ইউনিভার্সিটি। তো আমরা জানতে চাই যে আমাদের আসলে কস্ট কিরকম হবে, এবং আপনি আমাদেরকে সাজেস্ট করেন যে আসলে এটা আমাদের দিক থেকে কতটুকু এফেক্টিভ হবে, লাইক কতটুকু ওর্থ ইট। মানে আমি একটা ইউনিভার্সিটিতে গেলাম, মালয়েশিয়ান ইউনিভার্সিটি, প্রথমে মাথায় আসবে ইটস নট অ্যান আমেরিকান ডিগ্রি, নর্থ আমেরিকান ডিগ্রি আমি পাচ্ছি না, তো আমি মালয়েশিয়ার একটা ইউনিভার্সিটিতে যাব, তো এটা কতটুকু ওর্থ ইট হবে, এই যে আমি টিউশন ফি স্পেন্ড করবো, বা কতটুকু এক্সপেন্সিভ, বা আমার স্টুডেন্টের জন্য এটা পজিটিভ কি কি আছে, ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমার স্টুডেন্টরা কেন যাবে বেসিক্যালি?
Agreed. Okay. Very good question, Ms. Farzana. It's a very detailed question. I'm going to go with a very detailed answer with this. Starting off with the university's reputation and everything. APU is a 5-star university. So if I key after Malaysia, there's universities are rated. So not really ranked. I mean, universities could also opt for that. But we are a 5-star university that makes us the most highly rated university, falls in under the premium institutions of Malaysia. So APU is a part of that. Also to let you know, APU is ranked number 1 in terms of multicultural learning experience in entire of Asia. That means we have over 13,000 students from 130 countries. The reason we have this diverse and cultural attachment is the reason students come over, feel comfortable, because it's not just the degree that students want to attain. They also want to have a lifestyle. It's known that university life is the best lifestyle of a particular's life. I mean, when I was a student of APU as well, and I still miss those days when I used to study back in my foundation, my bachelor's as well as my master's. Just to give my viewers a bit of information, I have been a graduate of APU. I did my foundation, my bachelor's, and as well as my master's. I always wanted to go to UK. And eventually, I chose Malaysia as the right country because I wanted to shift or transfer my credits overseas. Anyways, besides that, I mean, I did not make a wrong decision. I mean, I have been in APU for over 8.5 years. So been here, I'm working right now in a Malaysian company, and there's tons of other Bangladeshis or tons of other nationalities that are working there. Malaysia is a booming economy. So you need to understand one thing. Americans, North Americans, or Europeans, they have a very good economy, but it's slowly growing, which means the scope of jobs is also lesser. I mean, when it comes to Asia, if you look at Malaysia or Singapore, these countries are very competitive, growing fast. These are home to a lot of good companies. I mean, Malaysia itself is home to Toyota, Microsoft, IBM, Hilti, Google, and many more. So when the more the economy grows, the better jobs it creates, the better scope for students is available. I mean, we do have students going to other countries in the western side, as well as Malaysia has seen about 30,000 students going to Malaysia for studies per year. I mean, how many of them do exactly say coming back to Bangladesh? That's a very good number and figure to state. I mean, a lot of them are working. I personally know a lot of them working in Microsoft, a lot of them working in IBM. My classmate, She graduated with me under software engineering. She's a Bangladeshi, and right now she's working for Google Malaysia. That's such an amazing achievement. I actually show it out to my students. And we have other Bangladeshis working in Unity, mobile app developers, so on and so forth. So these are certain things that it's an achievement of students. Yes.
Quite
And besides,
that's so wonderful. That was so detailed and actually, and it was so detailed. And আসলে আমাদের এখান থেকে from our end আমাদের যেটা হয় যে আমাদের স্টুডেন্টরা আসলে জানতে চায় যে আমি ইনভেস্ট করছি, মনে করেন আমার এটা মোর লাইক এন ইনভেস্ট, লাইক আমরা এরকম একটা কান্ট্রিতে বিলং করি, এখান থেকে এডুকেশন আমাদের জন্য একটা ইনভেস্টমেন্ট। তো আমরা আসলে সবাই যেটা চিন্তা করি, উই হ্যাভ এ সেট মাইন্ড যে মালয়েশিয়াতে যাব, আসলে মালয়েশিয়াতে যাব, ওখানে পড়াশোনার মান কেমন, আচ্ছা পড়াশোনা আমি করে নিলাম, তো পড়াশোনার পরে আমাদের কি হবে? তো স্টুডেন্ট দে হ্যাভ এ থিঙ্কিং যে পড়াশোনা করবো, এখানে তো আসলে সিটিজেনশিপ দেয় না, মেবি উই হ্যাভ টু কাম হিয়ার ব্যাক। তো এই যে আমার ইনভেস্টমেন্ট হলো, এটা তো আসলে কোনো মানে কোনো ফার্দার কোনো এটার পার্সপেক্টিভ কিছু নাই। বাট থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর শেয়ারিং দিস ডিটেল উইথ আস। সো আই এম প্রিটি শিওর মাই স্টুডেন্টস উইল ডেফিনেটলি get this inside of this Malaysian education, because আমরা আসলে বাংলাদেশ থেকে, তো আমরা আসলে চিন্তাটাই আমাদের এরকম যে মালয়েশিয়াতে হয়তো বা যায় শুধু লেবার ভিসায়, তো মালয়েশিয়াতে যে আসলে স্টাডি করার জন্য স্টুডেন্টরা যায়, এইটা আমরা বোধহয় লাস্ট 10 ইয়ার্স ধরে দেখে আসছি যে না, স্টুডেন্টস আর অ্যাকচুয়ালি গোয়িং। এবং থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর শেয়ারিং দিস ইনফরমেশন যে 130টা কান্ট্রি থেকে এপিইউ ইউনিভার্সিটিতে পড়তে আসছে আমাদের, বিভিন্ন কান্ট্রি থেকে আসছে। বিকজ আমি এরকম অনেক স্টুডেন্ট এরকমও ফেস করেছি, দে আর সেইং যে মিস স্টুডেন্ট কি আমরা আর মালয়েশিয়া কিছু আর চাইনিজ কিছু। সো থ্যাংক ইউ মাচ ফর শেয়ারিং দিস ইনফরমেশন।
thank
yes,
you very much, Ms.
Junasha, do you have any question to ask?
Very detailed answer, Hamza, and very lively conversation. Thanks, Farzana. We have actually a few questions from people who have joined us online over the Dorshakra. So Mr. Asad Iqbal has asked a few questions. The first one he has asked is, does APU accept GED graduates?
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
and do we give
APU.
any scholarship to GED students? That's his full question.
Thank you, Mr. Junaid. Thank you, Ms. Farzana. I mean, it's a great platform for me to actually come up. Thank you for this opportunity, Team Pi. To answer the question of Asad, I believe. Okay, so he asked if GED is accepted. Yes, APU has been one of the first few universities to accept GED, and Pi is one of our greatest partner in terms of providing GED education to students, and we have seen this as an opportunity. I mean, everyone deserves that credibility. And then yes, we do accept. We have scholarships up to 20% available. We will be offering even more further on. I mean, if anyone wants to apply, I mean, they could submit the documents to Pi itself, being an academy or also our partner. Pi is our strategic partner, so you could submit the documents to them and they could advise you on the scholarships and further guide you with the admission procedures. I hope that clears.
Okay, so there's this question from Mr. Tasbir Hussain. He has asked, his question is, so if I try to apply now, how can I go to APU? Everything is shut down here at the moment due to the pandemic.
Okay, very good question. I hope everyone's safe. I mean, at this very moment, and I also request everyone to be home. That is the biggest thing. So based on the question, yes, you can still apply and submit your documents. All you have to do is take a very good picture, and if you have a scanner at home, you can scan your documents, send it over to Pi. You can even communicate with them, Mr. Junaid or Ms. Farzana. You can probably share your email IDs or necessary contact things. You can contact them as per your preference, and then they will submit the documents to us. We'll issue an offer letter. So the application process is very straight up. You may submit the documents to Pi. Pi will submit it to us. Once you're accepted, we'll issue you an offer letter.
Excellent. And Mr. Asad Iqbal has asked us another question. Is APU, due to the shutdown, is APU providing online classes right now?
Yes, APU is providing online classes, but only to its current students, not to new international students, such as, for example, students who enrolled in the February intake. They are doing their classes online, because when it's new students, you need to have one thing. It's about orientation. Because when you sit in a class, you'll probably have 2 or 3 Bangladeshis, but everyone will be from different countries. You need to mingle around with them. You need to have that university life that we promised you and you dreamt of. So to provide you that, for new students, no online classes, but for old students and the current running students, yes to online classes.
So just want to tell this our students and potential future APU students and anybody who has joined us live on Facebook how to apply to APU currently, since everything is shut down. So let me remind you, PI is not shut down. PI has just gone online. PI has these various channels that you can reach out to us. You can reach out to us through our Facebook page, official PI Facebook page, where this video is going live from. You can reach out to us from our phone numbers. You can reach out to us through email messages. And currently we are taking, as Mr. Hamza said, currently they are taking applications for the future upcoming intakes. And all you need to do is reach out to PI counselors and speak with us. And we can totally help you in getting the admission and carry on from there. So what's your number one advice, Mr. Hamza, to Bangladeshi students who have recently graduated, for example, from HSC or A-levels or GED? Do you have any advice for our fresh graduates?
I would go with their academic eligibility for the programs. First things first, students from O-levels, A-levels, and GED, they are not required of IELTS or any English proficiency exams. They're not required. They're exempted of this. But students that come from HSC background or secondary school, which is SSC, secondary school certificate, they will need to they will need to have an IELTS certificate or TOEFLs or PTE, whichever is available.
So they have to focus on their English proficiency. People
Yes.
who are coming from Bengali medium backgrounds, gear up your English and get ready for those upcoming IELTS tests before you can apply to APU.
Yes.
Also, APU has foundation and diploma programs, and SSC students and O-level students can apply as well. Instead of going for a 2-year HSC or A-levels route, they can combine it up with a GED, or they can go for a foundation program as well, right?
Yes. Let's say a student completes O-level and then they plan on to enroll into bachelor's. In that case, they have 2 options. One is actually more than 2 options. They could do either foundation, 1-year course at APU, and upon completion, they can get into the bachelor's degree, or diploma, which is a 2-year program after O-levels. It's a specialized program, and after completion, they get into the 2nd year of their interested program, into the bachelor's. And GED is another option as well. So let's say they did SSC or O-levels, and then they do GED, which is a very short and compact program. I think it's very feasible, I guess. And after completing GED, and then you can enroll straight into the bachelor's program. You have 3 routes actually.
So 3 routes, but the fastest to get into a bachelor's is through GED. Listen up, GED students, finish up your GED as soon as possible, and you can get enrolled at one of the best universities in Malaysia. So what are the entry requirements apart from GED? What are the entry requirements for A-levels or HSC student into your bachelor's program? What are the minimum requirements?
Minimum requirements starting from English medium, which is A-levels. A-levels would be, if it's bachelor's degree, they will need at least 2 passes, which is 2 Ds at A-levels or above. And when it comes to GED, they will need above 150 in 2 subjects. Now, these 2 subjects, whether it be A-levels or whether it be GED, it depends on the course that they're exactly interested in. For example, they're interested in computer science, then we'd be looking into IT programs, we'd be looking into science programs, we'd be looking into mathematics and all this. All the other irrelevant subjects won't really be a matter of fact. And when it comes to business, we'll be rather looking into commerce subjects as well as mathematics as well as English, because when it comes to commerce, you need to do a lot of communication and all that. And you also need to be quick in handling solutions. So it actually depends course to course. But the basic requirements is 2 passes at A-level or GED. Same thing for HSC as well.
All right. So we have a question here from Sufia Begum, and she's asking for the minimum requirements for scholarship, undergraduate scholarship, and what's the highest amount of scholarship APU can offer.
The maximum amount of scholarship that APU offers is 30%, but however, it depends programs to programs. It depends from the curriculum that you've been coming from. So yes, a detailed one, but the maximum we offer is 30%. And also there are special occasions. If you submit the documents with PI, we also have special concessions if you do it with our strategic partner.
Excellent, excellent. Mr. Asad Iqbal has asked, is it better if I do GED and apply to APU? Will it save my time? As we answered, Mr. Asad, yes, of course. If you are an SSC pass student or O-levels pass student, and you're not planning to do your A-levels or HSC, that takes at least 2 years, and you're not planning to do a 1-year-long foundation or a 2-year-long diploma at APU, then of course GED is your fastest route to a bachelor's program at APU. Yes. Mr. Tasbir Hussain is asking a question. Do they accept GED graduates in engineering programs?
Okay, in terms of engineering, it requires a bit more specific subjects such as physics and chemistry in A-levels. So basically, when it comes to GED, we're not able to accept students for engineering. Now, I just want to clarify something of engineering because in Bangladesh, even software engineering is considered as engineering. But well, no, our engineering faculty is different. Mechanical or mechatronics, which you call it, falls under engineering department. Then comes telecommunication engineering, petroleum engineering, computer engineering, or even other relevant subjects. So these fall under the engineering faculty. However, software engineering, computer science, and all these falls under computing faculty. So if you come from GED, yes, you can get into the computing faculty, but not into the engineering faculty.
Amazing. So you have a lot of programs, bachelor programs in the computer faculty, I presume, which accept these students. Can you name a few programs?
Yes, for sure. I mean, first to start off with, our computing and engineering faculty is one of the biggest faculties in Malaysia. It's quite famous. We're quite known for that. Starting off, we have IT. We have IT with a specialism in information system security, cloud computing, network computing, IT with a specialism in mobile technology, Internet of Things, IT with a specialism in financial technology, IT with a specialism in business information systems. Now, these programs are just basic IT. Now, going to other programs of computing, such as software engineering, computer science with a specialism in data analytics, computer science with a specialism in digital forensics, computer science with cybersecurity, computer science with intelligence system, which is artificial intelligence. So if students are interested in AI, they could even enroll into this. This has a very high demand in terms of jobs and everything. I mean, if you look at the entire prospect of Asia, it's changing. Everything is becoming more data oriented. Everything is becoming more artificially intelligent, and yes, has a lot of demand. Furthermore, we have multimedia technology. We have multimedia technology with virtual reality, augmented reality, computer games development. Now, to state one more thing, we are the only university in Malaysia that does not only teach computer games, that also is an esports academy. So we teach how to build games as well as play games, both of them side to side, because there's no point teaching games and not letting them implement the strategy that they've been learning through all those developments.
Of course. So as I hear you speak, APU is one of the premier technology university which is leading in creating professionals which are ready for these tech jobs. And as we are speaking here, we are all in lockdown, and it is because of the tech professionals this live streaming is possible today. So in the new normal, after the COVID-19 situation normalizes in a couple of months, hopefully, there will be a lot more to do for these tech professionals, and there will be a lot more jobs in this field, computer science and technology. And APU is one of the premier universities for computer science and technology. And it's very good news for PI-GED students. They have access to APU computer programs and computer faculty. So if any GED students listening, knock us today. We can help you get into this one of the best top universities in Malaysia. Ms. Farzana, do you have any questions for Mr. Hamza?
Okay. Since I already said that I'm going to ask the question as a student, not as a counselor. So, আগে আমাকে বললেন যে ইউনিভার্সিটির সমস্ত ব্যাপারগুলো ডিটেলসে মানে ওখানে পড়াশোনা করার পরে আমাদের কি হবে। তো আমি একটু জানতে চাচ্ছি যে আমাদের এখানে যেরকম ভিজিটিং ফ্যাকাল্টিস থাকে, তো আমি আশা করি মালয়েশিয়াতে এপি ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অবশ্যই ভিজিটিং ফ্যাকাল্টিস থাকবে। আপনি যদি একটু ফ্যাকাল্টিস এর ব্যাপারে আমাদেরকে একটু বলতেন, এবং আরেকটা জিনিস জানতে চাবো যে ইজ দেয়ার এনি এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রাম অ্যাভেলেবল, লাইক যেমন অনেক ইউনিভার্সিটিতে থাকে যে একটা সেমিস্টার বাইরে গিয়ে পড়লাম, বা কোনো কাজের অপরচুনিটি কি আপনার ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে কোনো কোম্পানিতে কি এরকম কোনো কিছু আছে যে আমার স্টুডেন্টরা যাবে ওখানে একটা সেমিস্টার কোনো কোম্পানিতে জব করলো, জাস্ট লাইক অ্যান ইন্টার্নশিপ অর সামথিং, এই ধরনের কিছু সুযোগ সুবিধা আমাদের স্টুডেন্টের জন্য আছে কিনা?
Thank you, Ms. Farzana. So what happens is we have an internship program embedded into our bachelor's degree. So all the bachelor's degree have an internship program. So let's say if it's a 3 years program, which is all the programs because we follow the British and the Australian system of education. And if it's engineering, which is for only engineering faculty is 4 years. So when it's 3 years, upon completion of your second year, so right before you start your final year, you'll have to do a 4-month internship at a company that is a partner of APU, or if you have any preference of yours, you could join that. Now, how do students get the job? The entire concept, that's where we have to focus on. So when it comes to job placements, we have 3 mega career fairs throughout the year at APU. So per year 3 mega career fairs, and there are many career fairs throughout the year. So students have to make sure the moment they start their second last year, they have to enroll into every single exhibition of careers. So whenever there's a career fair, make sure you have a CV ready and you're at the place, because the HR managers are there on spot, because some students are looking for internship, some students are looking for jobs. So the HR managers are always ready to be facing all that kind of thing. And if the entire concept of having internship is if the student can perform well in the internship, the companies are more than happy to have them in their job. I mean, I have a lot of students, they completed their internship and they were like, yeah, you're a very good employee. I think just go and finish your final year, get your certificate, and join with us for a final job. And talking about PR and all that, yes, I mean, it is an integral part and a very important part. But why do you need a PR? Because when you have a job, that means you have a visa. When you have a visa, that means a PR. And after 10 years, when you are probably 30 or 40 years old, you can apply for Malaysia, my second home. Eventually, that is a different prospect. But the concept is, once you're into a job field, you'll eventually create your own links. You'll have partner companies. You'll probably know of the jobs, and companies will be coming and poaching you. That's the best part of having a job.
Yes, that's true. I totally agree with you. So, yes, I was just talking about the transfer program. Like, is there any opportunity available for our student that tara APU te kichu semester complete korar pore, is there any opportunity je Europe ba America ba UK যেমন আছে, অস্ট্রেলিয়া আছে, এই ধরনের কোনো কান্ট্রিতে যেগুলো আমাদের ড্রিম কান্ট্রি আর কি আমাদের স্টুডেন্টের জন্য, তো এই ধরনের কোনো কান্ট্রিতে ট্রান্সফার ক্রেডিট করে যাওয়ার কোনো রকম কোনো পসিবিলিটিস আছে কিনা?
Yes, APU has a lot of partners. One thing APU has a motto is you work hard to earn your degree, we work hard to get your recognition. So we have a lot of partner universities in UK, in US, in Canada. We're working on it. We also have in Ireland, we have in France, we have in the Netherlands, and many more countries, and also Australia. Our strongest partners are in UK, US, and Australia. So let's say students plan to do 1 year at APU and then they plan to transfer their credits overseas, they can always do that. We have a department called International Placement Services. So, but they need to at least finish 1 year at APU. That is the condition. Based on that, we also have exchange programs. Let's say student just wants to study 1 semester outside, not the entire course. They could do that. We have partnered up with some French universities. They could do that, just go ahead. But they need to be really working for that, because those universities, when you transfer, require higher CGPAs. You need to maintain your CGPA at APU to transfer to those universities. I hope that clears the question, Ms. Farzana.
That's excellent. Yeah, that's excellent, because আমাদের এখান থেকে স্টুডেন্টের যেটা পয়েন্ট অফ ভিউ থাকে যে মানে আমি যেটা বললাম আর কি, যে they want to know in details, ইন ডিটেলস অ্যাজ ইন লাইক পড়াশোনার সিস্টেমটা কেমন হবে, মালয়েশিয়াতে যাব, পড়াশোনার সিস্টেম কি হবে, ওখান থেকে আমি বাইরে কোনো জায়গায় ট্রান্সফার করে যদি যেতে চাই, whether there is a possibility যে আমি এটা পারবো কিনা। So thank you so much, Mr. Hamza. You give us full detail about everything. So I personally believe যে আমার স্টুডেন্টদের এরপরে আর কোনো রকম কোনো কনফিউশন থাকার কথা না রিগার্ডিং স্টাডিং ইন মালয়েশিয়া, বিকজ আই নো দেয়ার আর লটস অফ কেসেস লাইক যেমন মালয়েশিয়াতে লিভিং এক্সপেন্ডিচারটা একটু কম, রাদার দেন লাইক ইউরোপ আমেরিকার কথা যদি চিন্তা করি মোটামুটি অনেকটাই কম, টিউশন ফি অনেকটা কম। সো আমি সাজেস্ট করবো আমার স্টুডেন্টদেরকে যে যদি এরকমই চিন্তা ভাবনা থাকে, যেমন মালয়েশিয়ান ডিগ্রি আমরা এখনই শুনলাম যে ইটস অ্যান ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ইনস্টিটিউশন, উই ক্যান আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড, যেহেতু উনি বললেন যে 130টা কান্ট্রি থেকে স্টুডেন্টরা আসছে, এসে এখানে পড়াশোনা করছে এবং এদের এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রাম রয়েছে, ইন্টার্নশিপ প্রোগ্রাম রয়েছে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় দিস দ্য রাইট টাইম দ্যাট উই ক্যান টেক দ্য অপরচুনিটি, উই ক্যান ইজিলি থিঙ্ক অফ লাইক গোয়িং টু মালয়েশিয়া and studying in APU.
Yes, indeed a great thing. One more thing I wanted to add is APU's degree is a Malaysian degree, yes. And Malaysian degrees are accredited under MQA, Malaysians Qualifications Association, which is enlisted into all of the international accreditation bodies. And another thing is APU's degrees are all accredited by the local bodies and the international ones. So if you look into it, our industrial partners for computing faculty is as big as names such as Microsoft, such as IBM, Hilti, Oracle, so on and so forth. We have a bigger list of that. And when it comes to terms of engineering, we are accredited under Washington Accord. So Washington Accord was an accord that was initially created in the US, but by the name it suggests Washington. So all the engineering degrees have to be accredited under this. So when you finish this, when you go overseas, you need to certify yourself. An engineering degree does not certify you as an engineer. To be certified, your institution that you studied from has to be accredited under that. So APU is accredited under Washington.
Yes.
That means no matter where the student completes engineering degrees from, they'll have to make sure that Washington degree was accredited or affiliated with their university. And in terms of that, APU students does not have to worry at all.
That's amazing, because Washington Accord, as far as I remember, has all the first world countries like USA, Japan, Australia, Canada. So if you become an engineer from APU University, and you get the certificate from APU University, you get accreditation from the Malaysian Engineering Council, and then through that accreditation, you're accredited in Australia. You get accredited in Australia as a certified engineer. In Canada, in USA, you can transfer anywhere you want as a bona fide engineer. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Agreed to that, Junaid bhai. And also I wanted to share one more thing based on what you just said. One of my student, he was a Bangladeshi. He completed the engineering degree at APU. Right now, he has moved to Australia because he was given a job and a 1.5 year of visa at Australia, because his engineering degree was accredited by Washington Accord. So that was one of the greatest achievements. He called me and he was like, "Hi Hamza bhaiya, I just got the opportunity to move to Australia. It's a great thing. I really don't think that I made the wrong choice, and I'm so happy." Just these small little things that really students ask for us or even say to us really contribute so much in our lives and as well as their lives. Good to see them being successful up ahead.
As a teacher and counselor, I can totally agree, because these are the success stories that get us going, that get us out of the bed every day, and think about how can we reach out to our students in this situation. That is why PI is doing everything, and I'm pretty sure APU and your department is doing anything and everything in your hand to reach out to students, help them reach their dreams. That's the beauty of it, as we say.
Agreed to that.
Hamza, one more question. You are yourself an alumni of APU. You studied there, right?
Yes.
Two questions in one. Why choose Malaysia once you graduated from high school, and why APU? What was driving you? What was going through your mind at that time? You can share with us.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I would love to share. I mean, it would be an experience for students as well. So I completed my O levels. I was born and raised elsewhere. I completed my O levels, and then I was looking for a good university. I always planned for UK, and then eventually I went into an exhibition where there was British universities, American universities, Malaysian universities, so on and so forth. So I browsed all of the options. I looked at the costs I had because you need to consider a lot of facts before actually enrolling into university. And I met this APU. Back then it was called as UCTI. So I spoke to them, and I also spoke to the university they're affiliated to in the UK. And I guess that I would love to do my foundation in APU and then move over to UK. That was back in 2013. So eventually I enrolled my foundation, finished my foundation. But by the time I finished, UK was already into Brexit, it was into loans, it was into debts. European Union was heading into plunge of economic crisis. And I said, why will I working was prohibited? I mean, when you plan to go to Western countries, one of the things is you also want to support yourself somehow. And I was like, okay, I mean, why do the thing over there when I can actually do it in Malaysia? I mean, the degree is accredited everywhere. I mean, no matter even if I complete the Malaysian degree, I am accepted in the UK. I'm accepted in the US. I'm accepted in Canada. That's fine. I can do my later part elsewhere, but that's what I need to get it started with. So I eventually did my bachelor's, and then after finishing my bachelor's, I enrolled into the job of APU. I did it side to side. I did my internship. I was the first batch to be placed with an internship with. So it was new for me. I worked with a company. I did it quite well, and eventually I also worked with APU's marketing team. I contributed to the Bangladesh Society of APU students. Everyone came together. We made sure all the Bangladeshis at APU, the 250 students community we have, everyone comes together. We have a nice Ramadan. We have a nice movie outing. We have a nice beach outing. It's all the 200 of us, because not all of them were able to attend. We went to places. We created a family there. We created a life there. And I could say out of all those, probably 80 to 90% of them are employed in Malaysia. Myself, I'm employed in a Malaysian company. And that's a great story to be shared with. And yes, looking back at 2011 when I made the decision, it was not a wrong decision. And here I am. Here everyone is.
Truly a success story, and that's why I wanted you to share it with our students, because that's the diversity once you step out of your comfort zone or of your homes and everything, and the exposure really helps you grow.
True. I mean, exposure is one of
We
the
have
biggest
a
things.
very interesting question from Mr. Asad. He's asking, how much do I have to pay to PIE for APU processing? So I'm going to answer that. Mr. Asad, PI International Education does not charge anything from its students. This counseling, the application processing, the visa processing is all free of cost. Of course, you have to pay the costs, other costs involved, like the EMGS fee and everything. But PI does not charge any service charge. And Ms. Farzana can tell us more about PI counseling and how PI is helping students to apply. Ms. Farzana, can you tell us how students can reach out to us
Yes.
in this lockdown?
Yes. So আমাদের স্টুডেন্টরা আমাদের পায়ের পেজে আমাদের সব ইনফরমেশন দেওয়া আছে। ইফ দে ওয়ান্ট দে ক্যান ইজিলি লাইক ইমেল আস। আমাদের ইমেল অ্যাড্রেস দেওয়া আছে, আমাদের ফোন নাম্বার দেওয়া আছে, হটলাইন নাম্বার দেওয়া রয়েছে, আমাদের ফেসবুক আইডিও দেওয়া রয়েছে। দে ক্যান ইজিলি নক আস। অ্যান্ড আজকের সেশনের ব্যাপারে আমি পার্সোনালি যেটা বলবো যে আসলে মানে আমরা তো ইন্টারনেট ঘেটে সবকিছু দেখতে পাই। আমরা দেখতে পাই যে এশিয়া প্যাসিফিক একটা ইউনিভার্সিটি আছে মালয়েশিয়া, অন্য অনেক ইউনিভার্সিটি আছে মালয়েশিয়াতে। তো আজকের সেশনটা থেকে আই ওয়ান্ট টু মেক ইট ভেরি হোমলি অ্যাকচুয়ালি। সো আমি ওরকম ভাবেই মিস্টার হামজাকে কোশ্চেন গুলো করলাম, সো দ্যাট আমরা জানতে পারি আসলে মানে পড়াশোনা করার পরে আমাদের কি হবে। মানে আমি তো জানি যে স্টুডেন্টরা আসলে এগুলাই হয়তো বা চিন্তা করছে যে মানে এইটা যে তারপরে আমাদের কি হবে। আমি প্রিটি শিওর যে আজকে এত লাইভলি একটা সেশনের পরে আমার মনে হয় এর থেকে ক্লিয়ার করে আসলে আমার মনে হয় না যে অন্য কোনোভাবে এটা বলা সম্ভব। We are very lucky that Mr. Hamza, he joined us today and he gave us a full insight of the program and everything. So আমাদের আপনারা চাইলে ইমেল অ্যাড্রেস রয়েছে, ফেসবুক আইডি রয়েছে, ফোন নাম্বার রয়েছে, আপনারা আমাদেরকে ফোন করে if you need more details about it, we are here. So COVID-19 এর জন্য আসলে কোনো কিছুই থামে নাই, তো we are also doing our counseling and everything from our home. So if you want, you can easily share your thoughts with us about this.
So Pi has just wanted to add one thing. If you go to Pi official Facebook page, we have one more feature right now there. You can take an appointment. You can take a virtual appointment and with the time and
Yes.
date. And on that time and date, if you leave your number in the appointment form, we are going to call you directly. And if you don't leave your number, of course, we will have to message you on Facebook and share our contact details and take your contact details. But it will be much easier for you if you leave your number and take an appointment online. So our counselors can reach you on the prescribed time and help you with applications to anywhere in the world right now, like Malaysia, USA, and Canada. But Malaysia is a really good option, and you have seen APU is one of the top technology universities. So guys, feel free to write to us, reach out to us. We are looking forward to help you in this lockdown and to get you to your dream, closer to your dream. Hamza, any last word to the students before we sign off today?
Yes, it was a lot of things actually. It actually went right behind my head. So to highlight, APU has recently received 100% employability rate, and this percentage that I'm saying is not based on our assumption or our research or follow-up, because everyone can boast. And however, this research is done by the Graduate Tracer Study of Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. So if you go onto our website and if you just look into the headlines, you could actually see that. So it's done by the Ministry of Higher Education, or a random sample of our university has been tracked onto that, considering internationals as well. And 100% employability, that's one of the best things APU does, makes you work ready, makes you professional. I mean, I was ready to wear suits and pants the moment I finished my foundation. And besides that, guys, that's it from APU. If you have more information, you can actually move over to Pi and speak. And I mean, they will guide you throughout the entire task, the entire application process and everything. They've been dealing with our university from a very long time, and they exactly know what's the hooks and the crooks of the university, how to exactly contact which course. If you're confused about the courses, speak to Junaid Bhai, speak to Ms. Farzana, and just leave it out to them. They'll guide you further.
So, wow, that's amazing. Good information, Hamza. So APU does not only prepare you academically and give you a very well accredited and connected credential, but it also grooms you up for the professional world. Amazing. Ms. Farzana, before we sign off tonight, do you have any words of advice for our students?
রিকোয়েস্ট ইজ, যেহেতু আমরা সবাই বাসায় আছি, আমরা একটু টাইমটা একটু ইউটিলাইজ করার চেষ্টা করি। তো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে আমাদের যে আইএলটিএস রয়েছে, আমাদের এসএটি রয়েছে, যাদের আমেরিকাতে যাওয়ার চিন্তা আছে, আমি এর আগের দিন সেশনে বলেছিলাম যে যারাই আমরা করতে চাচ্ছি এসএটি, আইএলটিএস বা জিইডি বা এনি আদার কোর্সেস, আমরা এই সময়টাতে একটু বেশি করে ফোকাস দিয়ে আমরা এই কোর্সগুলো কমপ্লিট করি। So we don't know for how long we have to be like inside the door, but just to এটার একদম খুব বেস্ট ইউজ আমরা যেন করতে পারি, আমরা যেন একটু পড়াশোনার ব্যাপারটা একটু ভালোভাবে দেখি। যেমন আসলে কি, আমি এর আগের দিনও যেরকম দেখলাম যে there are lots of students who are asking me যে যেমন এর আগের দিন লাইভ সেশন যেটা আমরা করলাম জুনাইদ স্যার, তারপরে আমি দেখলাম যে বেশ কিছু স্টুডেন্ট ওখানে কোশ্চেন করেছে যে ইউএস এর তো এখন এই অবস্থা, এখন কি ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল এইড কমিয়ে দিবে নাকি বা কি কিছু। আসলে এগুলো চিন্তা হওয়া না খুব স্বাভাবিক। তারপরে আমি এর আগের দিনে আমি একটা ট্রান্সলেশন করছিলাম ঢাকা টিবিউনে, আই ওয়াজ ডুইং দ্য ট্রান্সলেশন, এন্ড আমি দেখলাম যে ইটালিতে 2003-তে ওরা বেশ কিছু ইলিগাল ইমিগ্রেন্টদেরকে ইমিগ্রেশন দিয়েছিল, অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ দ্য হাই টাইম। এখন ওরা আবার চিন্তা করছে যে অ্যাটলিস্ট 16 লাখ পিপল দে আর গোয়িং টু বি ইমিগ্রেন্ট। সো ওরা হয়তো এখন আবার নতুন করে ইমিগ্রেশন দিচ্ছে। তো আমরা আসলে সবসময় না মানে নেগেটিভটা চিন্তা না করে সামটাইমস উই হ্যাভ টু থিঙ্ক দ্য পজিটিভ সাইড অফ এভরিথিং। সো এখন আমাদের হাতে যে ইজ বেটার দ্যাট উই ইউজ দিস টাইম। আর আমাদের যে আর অ্যাপ্লিকেশন প্রসেস আমি আগের দিনও বলেছি স্টিল অন, অ্যাপ্লিকেশন প্রসেস গুলা এখনো আছে, সো ইউ নেভার নো কোন অপরচুনিটি আপনার দরজায় নক করবে until or unless you are prepared to take the opportunity. So that would be my advice for our students.
Wonderful advice. And just to add to what Ms. Farzana said, has online classes right now going on for GED, SAT, and IELTS. If anybody needs to fill up their do the GED, SAT, IELTS right now is the perfect time to focus on these, getting your scores up, and our online classes and wonderful online teachers can help you getting there. So write to us regarding our online classes as well for IELTS, SAT, and GED. And thanks a lot, Hamza, for joining us. Thanks a lot, Ms. Sohili Farzana, for joining us.
Thank you.
Those of us who are
Thank
watching
you so
us, stay safe and reach out to us. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Pai. Thank you, viewers. Thank you very much, guys.